Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub, Pub Sports Radio, Wednesday, March 29th. Ian Cameron, we've got Dutch, we've got Wham, we've got Billy Briz in the house. A Wednesday edition of the show. We got a lot of games on tap in the NBA tonight. 10 spot on the card. We'll begin in Indiana. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Indiana Pacers. Milwaukee, 11.5-point road favorites here. 237 the total. Yeah, it's dropped a little bit here, the total in this one. Big number for Milwaukee. We've got a lot to unpack here because we've got on the Indiana side, we'll start there. Tyrese Halliburton's out, which is always critical when you're going to talk about backing the Pacers or betting a game involving the Pacers. Buddy Hield is out. Chris Duarte out, and Miles Turner right now is listed as questionable with a back injury. So could be a little bit of a shorthanded group, the Pacers tonight. And then on the Milwaukee side of the equation, Jay Crowder out. Chris Middleton right now is a game time decision. Although, actually, no, Giannis has been upgraded to probable, so he's going to be good to go. And Chris Middleton is questionable right now. Right knee injury management is what they are calling it. So, and he hasn't been playing back-to-backs very often. So we know he's either going to play tonight or tomorrow against Boston, not both games. Just which one is it going to be? You would think they save him for Boston. If you ask me, he's probably not going to play tonight. Save him for Boston tomorrow on Thursday. So, but either way, I mean, right now the Bucks obviously could be able to take care of business here. The Pacers have certainly had their share of struggles as of late. You look at their recent results; they've lost 3 in a row, both straight up in ATS. Really non-competitive, right? At Boston, they lose by 25, lose it by 13 at Atlanta, by 23 against Dallas the other night. It's been really tough sledding for them. Do you want to lay this many with Milwaukee when they play Boston tomorrow night? Not so much, but there are some props that I like for this game. So nothing for me with the side or the total here in this game tonight. There are a couple of props that stand out. I think definitely Drew Holiday over assists. You know, I like that prop here tonight for the Bucks. I like Andrew Nembhard for Indiana over points, over assists. He's got to be, and he is going to be a big focal point of whatever offense they get tonight without Tyrese Halliburton. So I like Drew Holiday over assists. I like Andrew Nembhard for Indiana over points and assists here tonight. More of a prop game for me. Dutch, what do you think here? Milwaukee, Indiana.
Yeah, man. Real quick, salute to the ladies, gents, and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. The real ones in the chat holding us down. Everybody be sure to hit the motherfucking like button real quick. Like, muchly appreciated. Share the video, too. We're going in. We got a 4-piece today, so I'm not going to be shy. Back with this motherfucker, man.
All right.
Yeah. Game number 1, backwood number 1. All right, Wham Bam, what do you got here?
Oh, yeah, man. I love how my boy's starting it off with that energy, man. We need that energy. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate him, man. So, in this game, I got action though, so we ain't gonna leave y'all empty. We got the Bucks, bro. I like the Bucks trifecta just as much as Slow Jam says, but having that game, Boston on deck, kind of got me a little annoyed. I could see them possibly tricking it off towards the end and not covering the full game spread. But the first half, I think we are gonna be locked in on that. So I am on the Lakers first half. I'm sorry, not the Lakers, but the Bucks first half. I think that, like you said, man, I mean, Halliburton's not playing. I don't want nothing to do with this team. And we know that they're terrible defensively. They're not good. They're ranked 26 in the last 5 games, giving up 123 points. This team has been averaging 124 points, being one of the better defensive players of the defensive teams in the Milwaukee Bucks. I think they're going to show it up there. Shout out to our guys, Sammy Comer with the dono, $6.99, man. Hey, man. We got to hit the dono train one time for my boy Sammy, man. Let's go ahead and pull that one in there, Vic. Let's.
I like it.
Hey, man, we gotta show love to my boy Sammy, man. Shout out to that. Hey, yeah, look, Aaron, I gave y'all the sneak peek. We'll Wham on the Lake show. Yeah, I said the Lakers a little too early, dog. I said them too early. But no, we on the Bucks though, man. First half, I like Brook Lopez to go over his 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That may hit my card. I'm gonna bet that for sure though. He's hit 5 of the last 7 games, 8 of the last 11 games, 8 of the last 11 games where he's averaging about 29.2 points, rebounds, and assists in that 11-game span. So I think he's going to be able to get that done today against a team that's pretty much bad at the center position, ranked 28th so far this season as far as giving up the points, rebounds, and centers. 2 centers there. So I like Brook Lopez, points, rebounds, and assists, but official play, we're going to take the 6.5 first half with the Bucks.
You know what's going on here in this crazy stat, and I've just seen this now too. This kid from Seton Hall for the Bucks, Sandro Mamukelashvili. I remember the name from his days when he played at Seton Hall. His props are going nuts to the over lately. Like we're talking 7-8 straight games. This guy's gone over various props of late here for the Bucks. So it's pretty crazy to see that of late for him. Like I say, I like Nembhard for Indiana, and I like Drew Holiday over assists for Milwaukee, but definitely you look at Mamukelashvili for Milwaukee. I mean, he has been like he's gone over points, rebounds, and assists consistently of late. So maybe keep an eye on that. Billy, what do you think here?
Yeah, this is going to be the final time that these two teams are going to face off this season. The Bucks lead the series 2-1. We got to talk about the series because, I mean, that was the reason why we're off the Celtics yesterday. I mean, it's very hard for a team to beat somebody 3 times in 1 year. Last year, these two teams played, though. The Bucks took all 4 contests. They currently hold a 10-game winning streak over the Pacers dating back to March 4th, 2020. The Pacers are 3.5 games behind the play-in tournament with 6 games left in the season. I mean, statistically, they're not out of the playoffs yet, but the way you look at their injury report, you think this team is tanking. The Pacers are only 1-5 ATS last 6 games. They're going to be without Turner, Hield, Duarte tonight. It's hard to take the double digits with the Bucks, but the Pacers are looking to pack it in. I think I want to go to a player prop market in this one. My favorite player prop in this game, a little bit more of a narrative theory than stat-based, but Jordan Noah over 15.5 -120 at FanDuel Sportsbook. That's the best line. Like I said earlier, a little bit more of an eye test play. Noah on Saturday tied Reggie Miller's record for most points by a Pacer in a quarter. Getting a revenge game tonight versus the Bucks. I expect them to come out highly aggressive, and the minute should follow. So Jordan Noah for this game is my best bet.
Yeah, he had 33 a couple of games ago against Atlanta.
Yeah, that was the game that he tied Reggie Miller for most points by a Pacer in a quarter. So, I mean, if you're doing that at the end of the year and you got all these heads out for the Pacers tonight, they're going to go on the back of Jordan Noah tonight. It sounds fucking crazy when you think about it.
Right.
But don't be surprised at the Pacers backdoor cover here by the hands of Jordan Noah putting up 30 points against his former team. That's just the way the NBA goes in the month of March. If this is your first time watching the show at the end of the year, this is how this shit goes, man. You got to play the random motherfuckers that nobody knows and aren't even thinking about.
That's right.
That part.
It's going to be probably a lot of him and my guy Andrew Nembhard tonight. Who else is going to score? Who else do you trust to score?
Hey, sleep, man. Sleep. That boy TJ McConnell has been killing the Nembhard props. Anybody that's played the Nembhard props, look at the box score at halftime. Like, damn, I should play TJ.
TJ's one of those guys can sneak up too and just rip off 20. You know, he's done that before. Hopefully not tonight, though. All right, next up, we've got in this next game, Miami, New York. The Knicks 4-point favorites here, 224.5 the total in this game. It's a back-to-back for the Heat. They were in Toronto last night. Pretty poor performance from them. I know Jimmy Butler being out, it tells you how much he's carried this team all season. But, you know, when he doesn't play, it's almost like they have no shot. They lose 106-92 last night to the Raptors. New York coming off a beatdown over Houston. I think we all liked New York to lay the points there against Houston, and they got it done. They won by 22 in that game, looking to keep it rolling here against the Heat. I like the Knicks here. I mean, to me, when I look at this, Miami's lost 2 in a row. I don't really love the spot at all for the Miami Heat. Do we know if Jimmy Butler's back? It looks like he is, upgraded to probable with the neck injury that kept him out last night. Gabe Vincent, he's questionable with back spasms for this game. On the New York Knicks side of the equation, by the way, that game with the Rockets the other night, there was no Jalen Brunson, and they still destroyed Houston by 22 points. And tonight, Brunson is once again looking like he's going to be a game-time decision. We're not sure yet. He's missed the last 2, questionable still with the hand injury. But, yeah, I'm not backing Miami here on the second of back-to-back. Knicks are in better form. The Knicks here in this game, I'm going to lay it here to the 4 with them. What do you think here, Dutch Heat, Knicks?
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy Aaron Garza. I see Gaza. My bad. Moses, I see my dude. Lucky Power. Motherfucking Billy Mean Green Picks. Jay Wills. Bo motherfucking Jackson. Good to see all the real ones holding us down. Yeah, man. I kind of second everything you said with the Knickerbockers. With or without Jalen Brunson, I think they right now are probably playing better basketball than the Heat. The Heat have had their moments, but without Jimmy Butler, he could go tonight. But either way, I don't believe it's a good spot for them in a back-to-back, and obviously traveling through customs. And the Heat have been suspect on the road this year. 2-5 ATS, last seven on the road. Against winning basketball teams, they don't cover the number as well. They're 3-8 their last 11 versus winning basketball team, and the Knicks win as a favorite by 7 points per game. So I feel like 4 is pretty much good money, man. I think the Knicks get them here at home with or without Jalen.
Yeah, and by the way, and a great point by Ray Charles, I was going to get there in a second. Yes, if he doesn't go tonight, Jalen Brunson, we're going to quickly run to our sportsbook account and bet Emmanuel once again over points. Emmanuel quickly for the New York. Now, I don't love it that he's coming off like this career best performance the other night, 40 points sometimes, and it is against Houston, that soft defense. So, I always worry that after a big game like that, they crash the next game. But quickly's been padding the wallet for me for a month now with his point props. And I'm going back to the well, especially if Brunson's out again. Wham, what do you think here? Heat Knicks.
Yeah, you know what? Hearing you guys talk about this, I mean, my first initial thought when I was capping this game was, I don't want to trust the Heat at all. I mean, the score, bro. They're lowest in pace over the last 5 games. Haven't been able to do anything offensively. But this team is terrible defensively, bro. Like as far as the Heat, and you're looking at this Knicks team as of late, they've been bad defensively as well. So they haven't been that themselves as of late, ranked 23rd in defensive rating over the last 5 games. And a lot of that, they've been scoring though, like you said, bro. Like, and I wouldn't even worry about the quickly. I mean, he's been kind of doing this for quite a while, for the last few weeks. Just having that breakout game, I mean, it's kind of like we've seen it coming. So I would think you would ride that again. So I'm not mad at you. And you actually put me on that because I wasn't thinking him at all today. But for the most part in this game, I'm thinking over, bro. I think the number obviously is going to show. And again, I talked about the pace with the Heat. This is my only concern. But I think that Jimmy coming back, having that game off, I think you get Kyle Lowry back. He wasn't playing as well. So I think the offense plays a little bit better. I do like the PRA for Jimmy, probably the best out of everything for today. I think the Jimmy PRA is pretty much a good spot that I need to continue to bet. I had it last time, but he didn't play, obviously, so it was a void bet. So I think I could go back to the window with that. But the over it seems too easy, honestly, to just based off of the defense that you're seeing over these recent performance for both of these teams, and that I expect both teams to kind of do whatever they want. I wouldn't be surprised if Quickly and your boy, Julius Randle has great games today. So I like the over here, but nothing official. If I was to push anything, it's going to be the Jimmy Butler PRA first.
Yeah, you know what? The Jimmy Butler props, I'll give it the trends with all of them. Points and rebounds, he's gone over in 9 of the last 10 games. Points over 8 of the last 10, and points, rebounds, and assists over 8 of the last 10 for Jimmy Butler. So, yeah, he's definitely been heavily trending in those directions. And I think if you like Miami, you just bet Jimmy Butler tonight, quite honestly. That's how good the props have been. And Tyler Hero, because Tyler Hero's gone over his point prop in 3 straight games as well. Butler and Hero are the offense, essentially, right now for the Miami Heat. And with a little Strus mixed in every now and then, because you don't get much from anybody outside of that. Billy, what do you think here, Miami, New York?
Yeah, the Knicks lead the series 2-1, having won February 2nd, 106-104, March 3rd, 122-120, and that was
but they lost the most recent one last week.
They lost the most recent one. That was the next one that I was reading. LGBTQ Pride Night in Miami was March 22nd, and they won 127-120. Butler didn't make the trip to Toronto, so I think that he's fine, man.
Right.
He was fully rested. He didn't even go to Toronto. Dutch was talking about them going through customs. Some of them didn't even play last night. Some of them didn't even give a fuck about that game. So I think they got this spot circled on the card. But, man, like eye test-wise, I can't get the images out of my brain last night. I know Scott Foster was there helping us out, cash the ticket. But, man, the Heat looks so unathletic and uninspiring on offense that it's impossible to back them here. 6-13 ATS in their last 19 games. The Knicks are 13-6 ATS last 19. what else do I have here? Fading the Heat last night was such easy money that I'm thinking about doing it again tonight. But I'm in church when it comes to a full game spread. I like the first half here. That's the angle I'm going to take in this one. New York Knicks -1.5. First half -124. The Knicks have been one of the most profitable first half covering machines in the first half, 26-11 ATS this year, 70% covering rate, while the Heat are only 7-17 ATS first half since February 1st, only covering 29% of their first halves. Player prop wise, I get the Jimmy Butler love, but I really like Tyler Hero in this spot, over 19.5 points, -120. Talked about this one yesterday, and he went absolutely off. He's gone over his point prop 8 out of his last 9 games. And on the second half of back-to-backs this year, he's averaging 32.8 points. And in 5 out of his last 5 games versus the Knicks, he's averaging 30.2 points. And since the All-Star break, ball handling wings have been averaging 19.2 points versus the New York Knicks. Recent comps include Franz Wagner, 16 points, Tyler Hero, 22 points, Gordon Hayward, 23 points, Tyler Hero, another 29 points, Halen, what's that dude's name? Talon Tucker.
Alan Horton Tucker. There you go.
Yeah, he had 23 points. Wagner had another 18 points, and Norman Powell had 24 points. All the stats here lean towards Tyler Hero going over that 19.5. And I think the official play on this one, though, is going to be New York Knicks first half.
New York Knicks first half, liking Tyler Hero. Again, Tyler Hero over points in 3 straight games for him entering tonight. All right, next up, we've got
Make it even better. 8 out of his last 9 games. Second half, on back-to-backs this year, averaging 32.8 points.
Yeah, like I said, it's been basically Hero and Butler carrying the offense for them. Dallas and Philadelphia. Philadelphia 4-point home favorites. The total 232 in this game. The money's coming in on Dallas, so everybody's thinking the turnaround, the hot streak is going to begin because they beat Indiana the other night. We'll see about that. Now they go to Philadelphia, take on the Sixers here tonight. From a Philadelphia perspective, it looks like Joel Embiid, James Harden status up in the air. Embiid questionable. Once again, the calf injury, the cause of that. James Harden on the other end, Achilles injury questionable for this game against Dallas. So we'll see if either one are in. It could be on a minutes limit, even if he is playing tonight, James Harden, in this game. Dallas looks like they got all hands on deck. That's why the money's come in on them, because there's always questions about whether Luka and or Kyrie or both are going to play. They're both in. And they both finally were in the other night, too, and they won. And, again, their record has been awful with the two of them playing together, but they finally got a dub, the two of them on the court the other night against Indiana. Can they carry it over here? This is my pass for I have no interest in betting this game side or total. I might look at some props. That's about it. Dallas has to show me a lot more than beating the lowly Pacers before I'm ready to trust them. Dutch, what do you think here? Dallas, Philadelphia.
Came back with it. Yeah, man. I like Dallas here early. I do. I just think, you get yeah, my fault. I was still thinking about Billy's comment and his little nugget in the last comment. It's just funny, man. Yeah, the Luka, man, you get Dallas, I think, coming very good off of that little feel good spot against Indiana. And then you get, Philly, they went to where they go. I believe they went, they travel a little bit. First game back from the road trip, only 1 day off.
That's right.
They're gonna start a little slow too, because obviously no Harden, no Embiid. If they do play, I think they might be, a little sluggish to start. So, and we get a lot of Luka early, and his motor does tend to die down. So, I like them plus 2.5 first half. I'm not mad at I like the first quarter as well. I do think you'll probably be able to get value. I've been, like I said yesterday on the show, you get extreme value with the Warriors if you just wait to bet the game. They're down by double digits at halftime. So hopefully y'all took that and got some good value with the Warriors live. I think this could probably be there here with the Sixers as well. But do you really want to bet the Sixers if there's no Embiid, no Harden? I believe 1 or 2 will play, if not both. So I'm not in a rush to bet Dallas yet, because I do believe, and Billy probably knows better about this, who's going to suit up for the Sixers. But I do believe at least one of them will play, and I'll get a better number on Dallas. But I do like Dallas first quarter, first half. Full game probably would have to. I don't really want to fade Philly at the crib. They obviously have been bet on at the house. But I do believe Dallas early, get a sluggish team, get a team that's carrying a little momentum from Indiana, and they emphasized on it as we won on the first quarter last time. They need to come out hot and early, kind of like the old Dallas team, and obviously they need to knock down perimeter shots, which Philly is pretty good at guarding that perimeter. So look for Bullock and these boys Hardaway to knock down open jumpers, because Kyrie and Luka are going to create a lot of tension.
Yeah, you know what? The more I look at it, the more I understand why some people may gravitate to Dallas. I know they've been flighty, and the chemistry hasn't been right since the two of them came together, Luka and Kyrie, but they've won the last game, maybe a little confidence, and it is a tough spot for Philly. Long road trip, out west, and now you're back home, and you got Embiid and Harden questionable and banged up. So, yeah, I understand, but I'm still off it. I've got to see more from Dallas, but I understand why people might be interested in them. What do you think here, Wham?
Yeah, I like the under. Obviously, Dallas have been trending under. 8 of the last 10 games has been going under. When they are in a road situation, when they have the first road game and it's the next road game, they went under 6 of those 7 opportunities as well. You got the questionable tag with Embiid and James Harden, so that's offense potentially out of the game. I like the under, man. It's kind of screaming to me. The only reason why I haven't betted here is because we don't know if those guys are going to play in the game. And then along with there has been a little bit better offense coming from Dallas. They ranked 10th in effective field goal percentage. So I was kind of thinking that if it was going to be an under, they're going to have a little bit more struggles on the defensive side. But I kind of agree with you guys that Dallas is going to play a little bit up in this game rather than what they've been showing here, especially when you got those two guys coming back. We got a small sample size. I know a lot of people want to just write the shit all the way off already, but we haven't seen them play really together like that as far as Kyrie and Luka. So I wouldn't be surprised if they play up and play good today. So my lean is towards the under, though. But other than that, I don't have anything.
All right, Billy.
My bad, I got distracted. The Mavericks improved to 4-8 now with Kyrie and Luka both on the floor, and the Mavericks, despite the media backlash, they're 5-2 ATS last 7 games, but only 1-4 straight up in their last 5 games. But they're 7-3 ATS last 10 games in Philly. The Sixers are only 1-4 straight up in their last 5, but 6-3 ATS in the last 9. While I don't usually like backing teams coming off a long road trip but I do like the Sixers here tonight. I mean, everybody rested versus the Nuggets. Everybody was bitching about Joel Embiid, MVP. He's ducking. Man, go watch the tapes, man. Every time Joel Embiid plays Nikola Jokic, the motherfucker gets fried every fucking time.
Right,
the dude gets fried. The Sixers have everybody rested in their last game. They're coming into this one pretty fresh. I feel like there's a look-ahead spot, ESPN game. We got everybody. Everybody's hearing the noise, man. Everybody hears the noise. Make sure you go in that Joel Embiid MVP plus 125 right now. He went up to plus monies. Plus monies? He was minus 300 when the NCAA tournament started when I first got here in the beginning of this trip. I think he smashes the Mavericks front court tonight in a high-scoring competitive game for the Sixers. Dallas's defense is struggled so bad. I mean, their defending and rebounding and body language isn't something that you want to back here regardless of over or under. I think the Sixers are the best bet here in this one. I got them in some parlays tonight. Didn't go too crazy on it. Didn't want to go too homerism on it, but Sixers are the spot here tonight. You're getting 4 points against the fucking Dallas Mavericks, man. It's a joke.
Yeah. What do you mean? Please address the rumors of Ski being with y'all. Okay.
Wasn't this the same exact line? 4 points against the Pacers the other night. Right. Aren't the Sixers 10 times better than the Indiana Pacers? How is this the same exact line? Get the fuck
well, Dallas was at Indiana, so keep
at Indiana. Now they're at Philly, and they're laying the same exact amount of points, bro. Yeah. That makes no fucking sense.
Nah, you're not going to see me betting Dallas. I know that. I know why people like
good, Sherwell, you're
that, but I got to see more. Like beating the lowly Indiana Pacers the other night is not going to move the needle for me. I'm sorry, it's not. So,
whoa, they covered a 4.5 line against the Pacers. Let's back them at +4 against the Sixers. Yeah, all right, keep on going, broke.
Yeah, that's not not something I'm looking to do. Not something I'm looking to do. All right, next up, we got Houston, Brooklyn. Brooklyn, 10.5-point favorites here, 229 the total in this one. This might be a rocket spot. It kind of feels like that. They got absolutely blasted by the Knicks. They're not good, and they failed to cover in 3 straight, and they've lost 6 straight. overall. But this Brooklyn team's on a point spread disaster run right now, and they're only 1-6 straight up their last 7. The only win was at Miami. They just lost by 13 at Orlando. Tricky spot for them. I mean, it's an ugly game, but I'm not laying double digits with Brooklyn, put it that way. Not that I'm rushing to bet Houston, but I prefer that. More so of a prop game for me, though. Mikal Bridges I like in this game over points. He's been a go-to player right now for the Brooklyn Nets. That's been one thing that they've gotten consistently is offense from him. And I think definitely his props are worth the look tonight in this game against the Houston Rockets. So, yeah, definitely Mikal Bridges over points. I'm on that here tonight in this game. As far as some other looks you could consider here for the Houston Rockets, because you probably can expect some points. You may not expect them to get a lot of stops defensively, but you probably can expect them to get at least some offense here in this game. Bridges, by the way, has gone over his point total in 3 straight. So, yeah, even more reason to like that. But as far as Houston goes, you've got certainly KPJ is capable. Jalen Green, maybe look in those 2 directions possibly. But, my favorite look here is Mikal Bridges over points. And at plus 10.5, I do lean Houston. But it's tough to get to the window to bet them. But Brooklyn is the less appealing option to me. What do you think here, Dutch? Houston, Brooklyn.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy Mean Green Picks. He's liking the Rockets here, plus the points. Star Child, I see you, my dude. Razor Sharp Picks in the motherfucking building, my man. Ray Charles, yeah, man. RP, it is. Yeah, back with this motherfucker, man.
All right. Yeah.
All right, good stuff. What do you think here? Next up, Wham, Brooklyn, Houston.
Yeah, man. I kind of like the over in this game. I ain't gonna lie. You guys talked about the Rockets' defense sucks. I expect them to be able to play some offense there. Our boy Jabari saying the game is slowing down for him, so he's starting to get to his double bag. We know how operant he can operate at the center position and kind of take advantage of this Brooklyn Nets team, in my opinion, against Claxton. I think I really like that matchup for Al P. And yeah, I got the Rockets shit on for a reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like the Rockets today, but I think the over is more in play. They've been averaging a crazy amount of points within the combined of their points and their opponents. 243.9 points over the last 7 fucking games. I mean, bro, and they went over, last 7 road games. And they went over 6 of those road games there. So I just think that this is a good spot for them to continue to give up the points, being the worst defensive rated team over the last 5 games, as well as possibly still being able to put it up here. So I like the over in this game. I haven't made this official play, but the over 229 is 228.5. I really like that number a lot.
No argument. I mean, we should see a lot of points in this one, no doubt. Billy, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the Rockets are 0-5 straight up in their last 5, 0-3 ATSs, last 3 as underdogs. And that's 1-4 straight up last 5, and 2-1 versus spread last 3 games as a favorite. I mean, I can't really back either team here on the spread. The totals are really difficult. Actually, no, the total trends, yeah, they are a little bit difficult. 4-1 to the over for Houston's last 5, and the under has been 4-1 in Brooklyn's last 5 games. That just made me just go straight to the prop area. I like Mikal Bridges over 2.5 threes, minus 136. That's the player prop of the day. Besides the game that he played 12 minutes, he's been averaging 3.1 3-pointers made per game, going over his 3-point prop 7 out of his last 10 games. He gets a great matchup tonight versus Houston, who ranks 27th in opponent 3-pointers made and 25th in opponent 3-pointers attempted over the last 10 games. And earlier this month versus Houston, he went 4 for 10 behind the 3-point line. I expect a similar performance here tonight. Mikal Bridges over 2.5 3-pointers. We're back, baby. It's free money.
All right, there we go. Liking it. All right, next up, we've got the LA Clippers and the Memphis Grizzlies. Clippers 1.5 2-point road favorites after Memphis opened 4.5-point home favorites. 231 the total in this game. It's easy to see why that's the case. It's a very short-handed group tonight potentially here for the Memphis Grizzlies. We've got John Morant. He's in, actually. Xavier Tillman, though, is questionable. Desmond Bane for the Grizzlies, doubtful now with the right foot injury. Jaren Jackson, game time decision, doubtful actually now with the calf injury for the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones, another one doubtful with the foot injury. So it looks like Jones is a no-go. Jaren Jackson's a no-go. Desmond Bane's a no-go for Memphis. And there's even a chance, like I said, Xavier Tillman, the starting center, doesn't play. He's got a right ankle injury. He's questionable. So it's going to be Ja Morant, Luke Kennard, Dylan Brooks, David Roddy, assured to be the starting four, and we'll see who ends up being the starting center. It's Paul George out for the Clippers, and Marcus Morris, but outside of that, Westbrook, Gordon, Leonard, Batum, and Zubac's going to be the starting five for them. So I understand the money to the Clippers. It's a big advantage probably now for them. They probably do win this game, but again, Memphis is tough at home. It's just they're such a shorthanded group. It's going to be tough for them to probably compete and win against the Clippers. So I understand the move here toward the Clippers side. I would say in this game, maybe you look at Kawhi points, just because I think in this game without George, he factors in way more of the offensive capabilities. For Memphis, you got to look at who's going to score. I think this is the opportunity to maybe buy in on Luke Kennard, because we saw him hit 30 points against Houston, 14 against Atlanta, Orlando 16 points. Offense is going to have to come from him if all these guys are going to be sitting out for Memphis. So maybe Luke Kennard points prop over tonight as well. Dutch, what do you think here with Memphis hosting the Clip?
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy Nasty Nate. And picks from Dave also in the chat. Yeah, man, I like the Mavericks first quarter, first half. He likes them full game. And yeah, I did peep a little bit of a little live action in San Antonio, and I did peep Dave's wardrobe, man. He's a man of plaid, I will say. He's like the grandpa, the next door neighbor and shit, like a picnic table, motherfucker. But yeah, shout out to picks from Dave. Oh man, yeah. All right, this line's moved a lot. You know what? Shout out to our guy Razor Sharp Picks. He hit me up early today and said he liked the Clippers, and he even said it was hard to text when he texted, but he was talking about +4. Obviously, the whole damn lineup got announced out for the Grizzlies. So man, yeah, back with this motherfucker, man. Shout out to Razor with the number though.
All right, what do you got here, Wham?
Yeah, man, I'm on the other side, bro, and I haven't locked it in yet because I knew the line was going to move in the direction of the Clippers here because of the guys that are out. But man, this team is motivated, bro, with or without Ja. They motivated when guys are in and out the lineup. Now, Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to be a big key out. Xavier Tillman was the guy down low yesterday, though. He was the one that was really hooping. If he's in the lineup, man, bro, I think that's a big boost. They need as much bench production, much starting production as they are going to be able to get today. But Bano talked about it. A lot of guys that are going to be out. The guys that are going to be in is going to be the dude that was out there dancing, doing this and shit, Dylan Brooks. I don't feel confident in that. Don't get me wrong. I don't like Dylan Brooks at all. But let's talk about Ja Morant, bro. Going up against a team that gives up points in the paint. They've been averaging about 50 points so far this year, 50 points over the last 5 games. And then you got this Clipper team. I mean, let's talk about them having that real good win against the Bulls. It was a good spot for the Bulls. They did catch the Bulls off of a weird game against after having to play the Lakers. So I'm kind of giving them a little bit less of a discount there. And let's talk about the guy that's gone, PG. They still haven't had a chance to show how big a PG loss is. I think this is a perfect game to show that down the stretch, you're going to have Russell Westbrook got to make you plays, bro, and then you're relying on Kawhi. And you got a hungry Luke Kennard who's shooting 60% over the last 7 games. Not one guy is hotter than him. They may have Batum in. Y'all know what the Blue Bucks can. Why the fuck is Batum in the game in the fourth quarter? You're going to be seeing a lot of that today. So I like the Grizzlies. I'm going to take a money line. I couldn't wait to get the plus money. I knew it was coming. And, yeah, man, we're going to be on the Grizzlies today. And I think Luke Kennard goes the fuck off, possibly hit those 3.5 for sure for you, Chicago kid. I think he's going to get to 5 to 6 tonight. So Santi Alderman, Luke Kennard, I think John Conchar, that guy is we're going to keep out on him. I do want him in the game as well, just to be able to space the floor and allow the paint to be open for Ja Morant. So a lot of guys are going to be out for sure. Yes, Tyrus Jones, big guy, JJJ. It's going to be tough to take the defensive production from him, but Xavier Tillman is going to be key. I think he's more important than Bane being out. If he's in the game, we're going to be cooking money. But Memphis money line is going to be official play for me.
All right, liking Memphis here, and I like the Luke Kennard look, though. I do. I think that, and again, against his former team. See, I didn't even think of that, but it's true. It's an even better reason to like it. What do you think here, Billy?
Weird game. This is the first time that these first meeting between these two teams, and then they play again in Memphis again on Friday, same exact matchup. So just off of that alone, I kind of want to stay off of this one. Grizzlies are red hot right now, winning 10 out of their last 11 games, going for their 8th straight win. The Clippers are 0-5 ATS last 5 meetings overall, and are 1-4 ATS last 5 meetings in Memphis. The Grizzlies are going to be without the guys, but Contra, Tillman, both questionable. It's actually hard for me to put money on the Grizzlies in this spot tonight. It feels like a Clipper spot. But this is typical NBA, though, when all the players are missing from one team and then the line goes the other way and then the original favorite ends up winning the game. I like the Luke Kennard prop theory. I just want to stay off this game. They play again on Friday. We'll have a better idea of how these two teams match up against each other on Friday, and we'll have a better edge. No reason.
They're going to blow them out Friday, too, Billy. They're going to blow them out Friday.
It's just that, like, it's like I get the value play on the Grizzlies at plus money. They won 10 out of the last 11, 8 in a row. It's just like, do they really care about this game? They played the same exact team on Friday in Memphis again. Memphis Fridays. I mean, we always talk about here on Pop Up on Fridays how Memphis usually gets up for their home games on Friday. It just seems like a Memphis Friday spot rather than take a gamble tonight.
That's an interesting way to think of it, because you're right, with these back-to-back, especially same two teams in the same building, sometimes there's one team that just doesn't give a crap about one of those games, and we'll see if that's the case for one of these teams tonight. Utah, San Antonio. Utah 4-point road favorites, 234 the total. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm actually laying points on the road with the Utah Jazz. I am tonight. That's how bad San Antonio is. I mean, I'm actually going to jump at the chance just to lay 4 points against the San Antonio Spurs right now. That's how awful they've been. I mean, just absolutely non-competitive. I mean, in the last 4 games, really. Lost by 35 at New Orleans, by 36 at Milwaukee, by 12 at Washington, by 44 points was the beatdown at the hands of the Boston Celtics the other night. Now, I know Utah's not as good as many of those teams, but we're asking them to win by 5 points here. Surely they can do that against this San Antonio team. The Jazz are obviously missing Markkanen, and Jordan Clarkson's still out, but I think they could still get the job done here without those two guys. San Antonio's got no Jeremy Sokan, Vassal's out, Keldon Johnson's out. Their starting five's atrocious. Trey Jones, Langford, Branham, Bates Diop, Zach Gollins, who's one of the softest, weakest starting centers.
Have you seen the Trailblazers starting lineup? I mean, it's better than the Trailblazers starting 5.
Yeah, not by much. I mean, you're splitting hairs there, but yeah, it is. Probably Portland's horrible. That's another story. But yeah, I like the Jazz here, -4. I like Ochai Agbaji over points. This is a guy that stepped up big time offensively lately for the Utah side. I think his point prop is cheap, very low, and he can get over that number. I've been riding everything and anything Kelly Olynyk lately, over points and rebounds, over rebounds and assists, PRA, anything you can think of with Olynyk. He's been going over those props lately, so I like those 2 props for Utah as well. Dutch, Jazz, and Spurs.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Andrew Carr. Nunya. Good to see Nunya in the building.
Wait, I got a comment. Spurs are in Cabo already. Bro, none of those players are above 25 years old, no max contracts. None of the motherfuckers got bread to be going to Cabo. Man, they chilling in San Antonio. They need to go hit Southtown 101.
That's right. Go see our guy Slaughter down there in Southtown.
Yeah, like they say they're in Cabo already. This motherfucker's not PG-13 with multiple max contracts, man. The Spurs players, who's the highest paid player on that team? Zach Collins? Doug McDermott? Like,
yeah. Speaking of San Antonio, while we're here, man, I think my boy Dutch about to backwood the shit out of this. I'm gonna say shout out to Tony G's out there in San Antonio. They had the brunch available. My boy Big Ragu held it down there. I was fire, bro. Tony G's in San Antonio, fire ass champagne brunch, bro.
That sounds pretty good, man.
Go ahead,
I'm with you there, Sweaty Butcher. I like the over 2. I did bet the over. I like the over 2 in this Jazz Spurs.
Sweaty, man. Go ahead, Ram Bam.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, so on on this game, bro, Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. My fault. My
I don't
apologies.
got shit.
But yeah, San Antonio, man, I'm right there with y'all, man. I don't want
Fuck this basketball game.
nothing to do with this motherfucking game, especially without no Lori marketing. Cancel Christmas, bro.
Fuck this basketball game. Back with it.
All right. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, good stuff. All right, and Billy, what do you like here?
I guess I'm an island boy. Cause I ain't gonna lie, we can't make it official. We can never make a San Antonio Spurs play official, man. But my buddy and my bank account, if you go to the pending bets, yes, I got a Spurs money line ticket today.
Oh my God.
Straight play. The Jazz have been in good form of recent 7-3 ATS last 10 overall, 5-0 ATS last 5 road games. I don't think that holds up. The Spurs form has been dreadful, 2-6 ATS last 8 home games, but they're 4-6 ATS last 10 games overall. And the Jazz haven't historically played well in San Antonio at all. They're 1-5 ATS last 6 meetings in San Antonio, and 9-25-1 ATS in their last 35 meetings in San Antonio. The Spurs have been decent at home, 19-17 ATS at home, and over their last 10 games, they have a 4-2 ATS at home record. I gotta rock with the Spurs here on the money line. That's the best bet in this game. Hey, if you scared, go to church. I'm telling you, when have the Spurs been +4 in the last fucking month, man? It's been a very, very long time that they've been +4. The books are giving you a gift here. They're letting people know you can bet the Spurs. We're giving you free money. It's up to you to take it, man. I mean, player prop wise, I'm right there with you with Hibachi on the Jazz, and I wish it wasn't at 2.5 at plus money, because if it was 1.5 at chalk, I would bet Simone Fettuccino, the starting small forward for the Jazz right now. He's from Italy. He played in this is some real D-gen shit, betting Italy basketball. I remember this dude. He's a really good basketball player, Simone Fettuccino, and he can get to a bucket. I think he had 30 points 2 games ago. I'm on the Spurs here, though. I'm not going to get cute. Spurs money line. We're not the first half, not the spread, not all that, not the 1 through 10. No, we want the money line Spurs, and that's going to be the play tonight.
All right, we got the Pistons and the Thunder. 9.5 point favorites, 228. I got to admit, the Pistons are taking money. I think that's the right side. I mean, it's tough to lay these many points with Oklahoma City right now without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Isaiah Joe, Lou Dort, and the 2 Williams going to be the starting 5. I know there's still some injuries with Diallo, Burks, and Bogdanovich for Detroit, but against Milwaukee, good Bucks team, they did just get the cover, stayed inside the number. And Oklahoma City, like I say, they're not playing as well here, and no SGA means no Thunder for me. 0-4 straight up, 0-4 against the spread their last 4 games. And like I said, at least the Pistons finally got a point spread cover, even though they still lost the other night against the Milwaukee Bucks. And actually, Detroit has beaten Oklahoma City twice in a row and covered 5 of the last 6 meetings. So I agree with the money, and they got the rest advantage too. Thunder played last night. Detroit played a couple nights ago. So yeah, Pistons plus the points. Makes sense to me. Dutch, what do you think here? Pistons, Thunder.
Yeah, back with this motherfucker, man.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Where's Wham? There he is. Wham, what do you think? Pistons, Thunder.
Yeah. Damn, I don't want to be like Dutch here as well, but I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even look at this motherfucking game, bro. I just think that I didn't, bro. I didn't. I think Jaden Ivey is gonna go off, though. I think Jaden Ivey is gonna continue to go off. The Thunder is very strange. SGA being out. I mean, we could talk about them being in the play-in all we want, but if they don't want to be in the play-in,
Jaden Ivey points and assists is a really good prop. I do agree with you.
Shout out to that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if you're taking his points or assists or points, rebounds, or assists, whatever the case, I think you're going to be in a good spot. He's going to get that uptick there. But yeah, man, I don't know, bro. Are they serious? I mean, what do you think, Ben? I didn't get to hear your breakdown, bro. But like, what do you think? Like, you think that
I'm on the Pistons
serious right now, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on the
Pistons. It's just right now with no SGA, they've failed to cover 4 straight. I mean, without SGA, they're hurting, and they got beat at home by Charlotte as 9-point favorites last night. Yeah, I mean, to me, the Pistons are the play here, I think. What do you think here, Billy? Detroit, OKC, butt-ass ugly game, but what do you think of it?
There's money to be made in this game. We talked about it, me, Dutch, and it's Daryl yesterday. Whenever you see SGA out, you play Jalen Williams over points and assists. rewind the tape. I said over 24.5. The motherfucker's going to get it straight by the points. And what did he do? He put up 30 buckets last night, covered the point. Covered
That's
the points.
Jalen with an E, by the way. That's
Yeah,
Jalen.
E. I mean, we ain't betting the other guy. The other guy don't play. Jalen Williams, though, man, he was hooping last night. Covered this prop in the first half last night.
I like it.
It was good money, man. I mean, he's gone over his points and assist prop 7 out of his last 10 games without SGA in the lineup. And there's nothing more I got to say than that. Fuck all the spreads, fuck all the sides and all that. We're going with Jalen Williams again, right back to the well. We're going to make some easy money tonight.
That makes sense. Jalen Williams over his point prop. I actually think that's a really good bet because every time SGA's been out, this has been one of the guys that's been, coming through for the Thunder, and you'll probably see that once again tonight. So, yeah, Jalen Williams, it's over 19.5 points for him tonight. It's very reasonable in terms of his prop number. So it's a good bet. I like it. And Jaden Ivey on the Detroit side. All right, next up, we've got LA Lakers, Chicago Bulls. Lakers 2.5 point road favorites, 227 the total. Gosh damn it, I'm on the Lakers, believe it or not. Here in this spot, they lost at home to Chicago over the weekend. We know that it was a poorly played game by the Lakers. So you've got quick turnaround, rapid revenge now, and you catch the Bulls coming back home after the long trip out west. So this is not a Bulls spot at all. Caruso's a game time decision for them. Obviously for the Lakers. In this one, they've got their own concerns, but Anthony Davis will play tonight for the Lakers. LeBron questionable with the ongoing foot issue. He did play Saturday in the game against the Bulls, but questionable as of right now tonight. That was his first game after that 13-game absence that he had due to that ongoing foot issue, which the reporters can't stop bothering him about. But nevertheless, definitely a Lakers spot here, I think. Bulls, they had fell flat in the final game of that trip. They ran out of gas against the Clippers. Now they're back home. Very, very, very tough spot, in my opinion, here for Chicago off the trip. So, yeah, I did play the Lakers, believe it or not. I don't bet them very often, but I thought the spot was a clear advantage in their favor here at minus 140. Lakers on the money line for me. What do you think here, Dutch? Lakers, Bulls?
Yeah, man. I don't know where Bo Jackson D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Davis are both probable in this basketball game, so I don't think Davis is out. Shout out to Vitalis in the building. Good to see you, my man. Cuban Connect in the building. I like the Lakers here too. I think, obviously they got smacked around by the Bulls. LBJ's first game back. Patrick Beverly was talking that shit. Probably not the best thing to do to get LBJ stirred up. Now he's back in Chi-Town. Come on, man. I do think he has a big game tonight. Probably drops 40 in Jordan's house. I really do. I think AD, D'Angelo will be enough, but I think it's LBJ show tonight. The Lakers are 5-1 ATS last 6 on 2 days rest. Have lost 3 straight meetings to these boys. Obviously, most recently did get smacked around by them. They were down by double digits damn near the whole game. The score didn't really compare to what the game really was. However, they have covered 5 out of the last 6 times in Chicago, which tells me, LeBron likes to play there, and I think he has a big game tonight. I really do. So Lakers need to win some basketball games. This game should be the most competitive basketball game on the card, realistically. Both teams need to win for the play-in. I just simply think you pissed off the bully, man. You don't piss off LBJ. It's his way, really. So I'm taking LBJ, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Davis over Patrick Beverly and these boys talking that shit. So I do. I think Levine and DeRozan will have a good game. Vooch will be all right, but I think LBJ goes off and the Bulls lose this basketball game at the crib. I like the minus 140. I was tempted there. I took the 2.5. I'm not mad at. But yeah, I think the Lakers win this basketball game. I know my man Wham Bam's gonna like that.
Yeah, definitely. By the way, I like DeMar at home. DeMar has been going over his point props at home repeatedly for the Bulls, DeMar DeRozan, and he had a bad couple of games there toward the end of that trip, but I think he probably is someone that will have if Chicago's going to compete and try to win this game tonight, and obviously they will, but if they're going to win, it'll be DeMar, I think, having a bounce-back night. What do you think here in this one, Wham?
Yeah, I'm on the Lakers too. I took the Lakers money line minus 125. I see we're getting that minus 145 today. I mean, bro, Vucevic being ejected last game, and then they pulled some bullshit out, and still pull that game off. 21-point lead they had in that game. Lakers kind of tried to figure it out towards the end. But, I mean, my problem with the Lakers right now is that LeBron James is back. I said that shit. Yep, I said it. My problem today is LeBron James is back. I don't want to hear none of that shit Dutch was saying. I want Reeves out there. I want AR-15 out there. I want him to go over his PRA.
Thanks.
I want him to be getting guys involved, getting to the free throw line like he's Jimmy Butler. I need that type of guy. I don't want LeBron in this fucking game trying to be the fucking all-time great, not trying to play on the damn defensive side of the ball, not trying to rebound the ball. It was several opportunities the Lakers had the chance to get back in the game when they inserted Wayne Gabriel, one of their energy guys. The guy LeBron, he's the second line of defense. I mean, after Wayne gets contest the shot, he can't get the damn rebound too, bro. Like, you got to get the damn rebound. He's not doing that type of shit. I'm dead ass serious. If we see that today, this split is going to be cooked. I'm telling you, I hope he's not playing. I'm not going to lie. I hope LeBron is not playing, but I did take the Lakers minus 125. I thought it was going to be a good spot there. I like D-Lo being back. Hitting the threes. And, yeah, man, LeBron, I'm not a big fan of. I'm not going to lie. So, you're not going to hear anything good about LeBron to me right now. He could do that. Everything my boy was saying, my son don't want to hear that shit. He doesn't
want to hear about LeBron either.
He don't want to hear that. Yeah, period. None of that shit. But I like the Lakers, man. That's where we're going with it, bro.
The more we mention LeBron, the word LeBron, he could start crying even more. My goodness. Billy, what do you think? Lakers Bulls.
Yeah, the Lakers, I'm right there with Wham. Like, we run it back, man. And sometimes it's addition by subtraction, and the Lakers look fucking horrible on Sunday, man. I woke up Sunday morning, I was like, let me go smoke this out, go look at the NBA slate. I looked at the slate, I was like, Lakers, money line, I'm good. Man, took a nap, woke up 4 or 5 o'clock. I was like, shit, I should have just overslept because they just fucked my whole bankroll up today. And I'm going right back to the well, man. I got to get this money back. The Lakers 5-1 ATS last 6 meetings in Chicago, 7-3 ATS last 10 games overall. I mean, the Bulls have been rolling themselves, 5-2 ATS last 7 overall. But oddly enough, this is a really weird stat. The Bulls are only 1-5 last 6 Wednesday games at home. Shouts to my brother, Big Briz, taught me that one, gave me that little nugget. My brother lives out there in Chicago, right by the stadium. With the Lakers 5-2 after a loss, I like the Lakers getting revenge here while they're rested and healthy for this one. The under is really trending in this game, 6-1 last 7 games after a double-digit loss at home for the Lakers, and the under is 11 out of the last 15 games for the Chicago Bulls. And I expect this one to go under here, and if that goes under, I think that favors the LA Lakers here tonight. Player prop wise, though, I get all the love for LBJ and DeMar DeRozan, but you got to go with Zach LaVine over 30.5 points and assists, minus 120. LaVine's gone over this prop 10 out of his last 13 games, especially with D'Angelo Russell in the starting lineup tonight. That's only going to make the Lakers lineup worse for defense. Zach LaVine's been snapping, and he's going to go over that points and assists again.
Yeah, there's no doubt that's been a good trending prop there for Chicago with LaVine of late. All right, Sacramento, Portland. Sacramento 14-point road favorites, 235 is the total in this game. Sacramento off a 119-115 home loss against Minnesota the other night as 5-point favorites. It wasn't their best game, kind of sloppy they were. They really should get well here tonight against this G League Portland Trailblazers squad. This is rough. What Portland's got. We've got Ryan Arcidiacono, not Shannon Sharp, Matisse Thybulle, Nasir Little, and Drew Eubanks. That's as bad as it gets from a starting 5 in the NBA right now. There's no question. Obviously, Winslow, Simons, Nurkic, Grant, Lillard, they've all been shut down. Everybody's healthy for Sacramento. There's no one on their injury report. De'Aaron Fox, Kevin Werder, Harrison Barnes, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis, they're all good to go. They're in. I think they can destroy this Portland team tonight if they want to. This is not usually the type of point spread on the road, especially that I want to take Sacramento, but I'm going to. We just saw Portland the other night against New Orleans lose it by 34 on their home floor. All we're asking Sacramento to do is win by 15, 16, 20. I think they can do that here tonight. So I don't lay double-digit road chalk very often, but I'm going to do it here in this spot with Sacktown. What do you think here in this one, Dutch, Sacramento, Portland?
Yeah, shout out to our guy DK, Dan Kelly in the building. Hey, yo, D, I see you, my man. LJ from H-Town. Good to see you as well, my man. Abel in the building. He's saying Fade P-Town first half for the rest of the motherfucking season. I can't argue with that, man, but I don't have nothing on this game. Back with this motherfucker. I know another one.
All right, Wham Bam.
Yeah, man. I like Harrison Barnes over 1.5 3-point makes. Other than that,
Fuck this basketball game. Back with it.
over.
It's got that feel to it. One prop and get out. Sabonis was a good prop the other night. I could see the Sabonis props being a good look here tonight. Attack Drew Eubanks. Shouldn't be afraid of that guy. What do you think here, Billy?
Yeah, before I say this play, 1-800-GAMBLER is a confidential help for those dealing with a gambling addiction and for those concerned about a loved one's gambling problem. I got to say that prior to talking about this game, but damn, man, this is some real D-Gen shit, man. If you want to tail me at the window, man, at this point in the night, we're going to be at the window collecting the tickets, but don't leave just yet. Just spark up in the car real quick because we got one more ticket to cash tonight, and we're going for the plus monies, and it was at plus 420, man. I had to play. I mean, I'm a little bit gullible, little bit, but Drew Eubanks double-double tonight, plus 420, man. Go to the well with this one. Drew Eubanks has been a little bit quiet of recent, but he's going to get those upticks in minutes tonight against Sacramento Kings. This is going to be a really high scoring game. They don't even have enough bodies for him not to play a lot of minutes. So Drew Eubanks tonight, we're praying to the gambling gods. Cash this plus 420. It would look like a great screenshot if we get a Drew Eubanks plus 420 double prop tonight. But I'm not going crazy on it. It'd be like a $20 bet, $20 to make 100.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it is. Like I say, and yeah, over. Yeah, Starch out. Overs. Yeah, that's definitely something I would look at too. Over 235. It's gone up from 232.5, but yeah, this game does make sense to bet over the total. All right, final game: Minnesota and Phoenix. We got the Suns 5-point favorites here, 234. The total. Minnesota just continues to be, schizophrenic or what? I mean, they beat Sacramento on the road. They beat Golden State. They've now won 4 in a row. They beat Atlanta and New York. I mean, this has been impressive what the Timberwolves have suddenly done here. It's not easy to step in front of them at the moment. The Suns have won 2 in a row. Philadelphia and then Utah, 117-103. And it is worth noting as well, Kevin Durant. It looks like he's finally back in the fold. Although tonight he's listed as questionable with the ankle injury. So, but they're assuming he's on track to play tonight, and that's what we've heard. So, I think he'll be in there for the Phoenix Suns tonight in this game, and obviously forming that nucleus with Booker and Chris Paul and Ayton. We're going to finally see what it looks like. That big foursome now for the Phoenix Suns potential. I think he's going to play. It sounds like it. They've said on NBA Today yesterday on ESPN that they expect him in there tonight. So I'm planning on it. So I would want to step in front of the Suns in this spot tonight, for a big moment like this with KD playing. But at the same time, Minnesota's playing well. I mean, I'm not really looking to lay points against the Timberwolves. They've had a nice little run on this road trip. And, you don't just say, oh, KD might be playing. Let's lay 5. Let's see if the chemistry's right with these guys here tonight for Phoenix. So I'm not really looking at a side or a total other than here's a prop that makes a lot of sense to me for Phoenix. Chris Paul over assists. Look, he's got KD on his team now. Devin Booker, you don't need to take a lot of shots. And he knows that. He's the guy that's going to set the table, the floor general, the facilitator. You got KD potentially tonight making his return. You've got Devin Booker, who's on fire lately. You've got the big man, DeAndre Ayton. Give the ball to them. I think it's a dime city tonight for Chris Paul, CP3. So I like his over assists in this game. Dutch, what do you think here? Timberwolves, Suns.
Yeah, man, I like the Wolves here. I like them. I bet them at 5.5 minus 115. I think it's it's kind of spot right. We're really KD coming back. I know he's easy to play with, but still, it's kind of the big star coming back. Everyone's role changes just a little bit. I do agree with Ray Charles. It does free up Devin Booker, so I would expect D Book to have a game. But I like the Wolves here, man. I think they're carrying a little bit of momentum. They beat the Kings twice in Sacramento this month. They've won in LA. They've won in Atlanta. They've had some impressive wins. They won in Sacramento or in Golden State. So they've had some impressive wins. Obviously, they have Towns back. This is a pretty solid looking starting lineup with Anthony Edwards playing with the confidence he has, and if Gobert can give you what he's capable of giving you now that you bring Cat back. So, and saying that, man, I think they're live to win this basketball game. So you're gonna give me 5 in the hooker, I gotta take it. I think the Spurs or the Suns probably find a way to win this one. I think it's very tight. I don't expect KD to play tons of minutes, and I do expect him to fuck up the rotation a little bit, to be quite honest with you. But I think the Suns will be right here by playoff time. But I do think it's going to start off a little slow starting tonight. I like Minnesota plus 5.5 minus 115.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would be hesitant, like I said, to lay points with Phoenix. I know everybody's excited. They're going to be jacked. The arena's going to be going nuts. Kevin Durant's going to be on the floor with CP3, with Devin Booker, with DeAndre Ayton. But be careful. Sometimes you don't get that first game chemistry right away. So, and Minnesota's playing well. Let's give them their props here in the last few games. They're playing well right now, and they're plus 5. They're getting points. They're getting a decent number here. So, yeah, there's reasons to like Minnie in this game. What do you think here?
Quick, Bobano, just because I wrote it down, I want to get it out. They have, you mentioned they won 4 straight. They have covered 7 of the last 9 on the road as well. And as a dog, they only lose by an average of 1 point per game. They don't get blown out very often. So you're getting value here, I think, with Minnesota in a spot where you're getting the star first game back kind of role in the other side. So go ahead, my fault.
Yeah, I got hoodies, Corday. I just don't have one on today. But yeah, we got a bunch of hoodies there. It's just I save them for the weekend.
Yeah,
that's when I dress more casual in the weekend. What do you think here, Wham? Yeah,
about to hit
home opener, take 2. He fucking fell on a damn banana peel. Come on, dog. Yeah, that was my joke right there. Fuck Kevin Durant coming back. I think I'm right there with you, Dutch. I think the T-Wolves coming back, getting their guys back at the same time too. As far as Cat and Ant Edwards being available for this game. My son don't give a fuck about this game. No, he like Daryl right now. He right here. He like, Daddy, you didn't bet this game. I didn't, son. I didn't, but I ain't gonna lie. I do got some. I think I do got some motion with that first quarter. Like they were saying, they are one of the best first quarter teams. The Sun haven't been really that good in the first quarter, only covering 3 of the last 10 at the house in the first quarter over the last 10. So 7 of the last 10 sounds a lot better for the Timberwolves than the last 10 on the road. So I think that I may be jumping in on this first quarter look. But other than that, I don't want to touch any props here because it's tricky. You might see KD go off tonight.
All right, Billy.
This is such a hard game to really cap. I mean, I feel like the Timberwolves have been really good on the road, 7-2 ATS last 9 games, 5-2 ATS following a win. But the Suns' recent form has been uninspiring, 2-7 ATS last 9 overall. They're 5-2 ATS last 7 games following a win, but only 1-4 ATS last 5 versus a team with a winning record. But these two teams sit a game and a half from each other, and I think the Suns have a lot to play for tonight. It feels like the Suns are putting their chips all in the one basket. They saw the Warriors game last night. The Warriors and Pelicans game last night. You're telling me those guys didn't watch that game last night? That's a huge seeding game. The Warriors are tied with the Clippers right now at the 6th seed, only sitting at a game and a half from each other. So this is a weird game. The only thing that I really felt convicted on was as soon as I saw Kevin Durant point prop come out last night on the book, slammed over on it. Just don't overthink it, man. Don't try to get cute betting the 1.5 threes and all that. If Kevin Durant's suiting up and he's got a basketball jersey on, he's shooting the basketball. God damn it. And I will have my money on it.
There we go. All right. Good stuff. What a card. 10 games on tap. We ran a little overtime, but there's no more college basketball show right after this one anymore. So we take a little extra time. That's okay. We're getting to the end of the regular season. Hit the like button. We gave you 10 extra minutes today. Hit the like button. 233 live viewers. Run that shit up. We've had lots of great NBA analysis, lots of picks, sides, totals, player props. Hit that like button. Yeah. We appreciate it very much. Show some love. We're on 5 days a week for now. Remember, this show extends to 7 days a week, every fucking day, weekdays and weekends when the playoffs start in a few weeks. So make sure you get ready for that. The everyday version of the Pub Hub begins at playoff time. Looking forward to that. And looking forward to having the playoffs here, too, because we don't have to worry about who's in, who's out, load management, motivation, any of that shit. It goes out the window when the playoffs start. Thank goodness for that. All right, great stuff. We got best bets, and we've got Dutch's freshest look coming right up, right after we hear from Manscaped and Southtown 101. All right, Southtown 101, when you're in San Antonio, Texas, stop in. Great food, drinks, live music, DJs, karaoke, Southtown 101, manscaped.com, 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com using the promo code PUBSPORTS. All right, best bets and Dutch's freshest look to wrap it up for this Wednesday edition of the show. Let's start with you, Wham. What do you like for best bet?
Fear the dare. Go out there to the Bucks, man. Y'all know what it is. Giannis, the best player in the world and the future NBA champs. My son don't give a fuck, man. He don't give a fuck. Future NBA champs, the Bucks, they give a fuck about this game. I'm sorry. First half, 6.5, man.
There you go, Milwaukee to roll early, minus the 6.5 first half against Indiana for Wham with his best bet. Dutch, freshest look.
Yeah, man. Freshest look. We're going to AZ. Get that motherfucking W, bro. It's the Minnesota Timberwolves plus 5.5 minus 115. It's good money.
There we go. The Timberwolves plus 5.5. I think we're going to have to remove that tattoo from my body and put it on Dutch with the Timberwolves there at plus 5 against the Phoenix Suns. He's in the fan club with the Timberwolves here.
Value,
and
bro.
Value, exactly. And Phoenix, too. Who the hell knows what they're going to look like here with KD on the floor first game. All right, what do you think here, Billy? Best bet?
Yeah, best bet for me tonight is going to be the New York Knicks minus 1.5 first half, minus 124. And we'll give you one behind the paywall tonight, one behind the paywall. Talked about it earlier on the show. Joel Embiid, MVP plus 125? What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? That's the move for this weekend. And favorite player prop of the day, Mikal Bridges over 2.5 3-pointers. Full card is over on the Twitter page at Getting Bills or on Instagram at Billy Briz DFS.
There you go. Good stuff, Billy. Best bet there. Multiple for you on this card. My best bet, look, it's rare that the Lakers are on my card. It's even more rare the Lakers are a best bet. But believe it or not, they are tonight. The Lakers minus 145 money line is what I'm going with on the money line. Lakers money line against the Chicago Bulls. Again, got their ass kicked at home by Chicago. Now they get revenge, and Chicago off the long road trip back home. Tough spot for the Bulls. Lakers take advantage. Lakers money line against the Bulls for my best bet here for this Wednesday card. And look who's there, making a little guest cameo appearance right there.
Man, he wanted to get on here so bad, bro.
Son of Wham.
All right, there it is. There it is. That's all he had. That's all he had.
Wow, I love it.
We're trying to go back to Hibachi.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you know what? If I'm still on, if this channel exists,
Oh God, he ain't trying to go
we
back
might
there.
be seeing your son on it. You never know. Spitting it here on
Hey
NBA
man, we need a
Pub-Up.
spinoff show, man. This is a kids show, man. This is a kids show.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. He'll be on here in 10 or 15 years spitting it like we are. Good stuff. That's the NBA Pub-Up. Great show. We appreciate everybody. Hit the like button on the way out. Thursday, it'll be, of course, Ski Profit, Dutch, and Durrell on the Thursday edition. So make sure you join them tomorrow on the NBA Pub-Up. I'll be back Friday. Make sure you tune in, though, tomorrow for for Dutch, for Wham, and for Billy Briz. I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Wednesday night. Enjoy the games and good luck. And come back here tomorrow for another edition of the NBA Pub-Up right here on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man. Salute to them real ones holding us down in the chat. Abel, Nunya, Star Child, Corday, I see you, my dude. Bo Jackson, this motherfucker. RP. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.